Everything you know about Gandalf's power is a lie. The fireworks, the staff, the magic words, they were never the source of his true strength. And there was one single, devastating act of power he was absolutely forbidden from performing. An act that, had he done it, would have doomed Middle-earth forever. For 2 videos now, we've peeled back the layers of the Grey Pilgrim. We've seen him as an angelic spirit, a Maiar, sent to guide, not to rule. But today, we reach the heart of his mission, the core of his limitations, and the terrifying truth about the one power he held in reserve. This isn't about what Gandalf could do. This is about what he wouldn't do. And understanding that changes the meaning of every sacrifice, from Moria to the Pelennor Fields. To grasp the final piece of the puzzle, we must return to the moment of his return. Saruman, the White, had fallen, believing that to defeat Sauron, one must wield power like Sauron. He sought to build an empire, to match darkness with greater, controlled darkness. But Gandalf the Grey died fighting the Davir, a creature of the same ancient flame. And he was sent back, not as Gandalf the Grey, but as Gandalf the White. Many think this was a simple power-up, a level-up for the final boss fight. But they are wrong. He was sent back with a clarified purpose, a stark reminder etched into his very being. His mission was to inspire, to unite, to kindle hope in the hearts of the free peoples. His power was for defense, for protection, for illumination, never for domination. But here's where everything falls apart. If Gandalf was so powerful, an immortal Maiar, why the endless struggle? Why the desperate quest with a hobbit? Why not gather the armies of Movens and lead them himself? The Council of Elrond reveals the first conflict. Boromir suggests using the ring against Sauron. Elrond shuts it down, saying the ring cannot be used that way. And Gandalf agrees. Violently. He fears the ring's touch more than any sword. But why? He is already a being of immense power. What's one more tool? The deep, terrifying answer is that Gandalf knew his own weakness. The Astari were forbidden from matching Sauron's power with their own raw force, or from seeking to dominate the wills of elves and men. This was their ban, their leash. Saruman broke it. He thought the rules didn't apply to his superior intellect. Radagast forgot his task for the love of lesser things. Only Gandalf, in his humility, clung to it. In the books, he reveals a chilling truth to Gandalf. Frodo offers him the One Ring, and Gandalf recoils. "Do not tempt me," he cries. He explains that he would use the ring out of a desire to do good, but through him, it would wield a power too terrible to imagine. "I would have built a garden with no exit," he says. His mercy would become tyranny. His justice, pitiless efficiency. He would become a dark mirror of Gandalf, a benevolent dictator who smothers the very free will he was sent to nurture. His power was a backstop, a shield. The moment he tried to turn it into a sword to actively conquer evil, he became the new evil. What nobody realized was that this limitation wasn't his greatest weakness. It was his ultimate weapon. And the proof is in his single most powerful act. It wasn't breaking Gandalf's staff. It wasn't banishing from the gates of it was his death. His sacrifice in Gandalf. Think about it. The Balrog was a problem of raw, physical, catastrophic power, a demon of the ancient world. Gandalf could have fled. He could have perhaps even found another way, sacrificing others. Instead, he stood on the bridge and he spent himself. He invoked his ancient nature, named himself a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Anor, and he broke the bridge. He didn't win. He fell. He died. And in doing so, he fulfilled his mission perfectly. He protected the Fellowship. He gave them time. And he demonstrated the one power Sauron could never comprehend: self-sacrifice. By being willing to be weak, to be gone, to fail, he set in motion the ultimate victory. This is the core of Gandalf the White. He returns not with a bigger lightning bolt, but with a deeper understanding. Watch his actions. He doesn't lead armies. He heals. Gandalf, he doesn't storm. He guides and advises. His most critical move is to trust a foolish hobbit to look into the Hogue, diverting Sauron's eye. It's a move of subtlety, not force. He pushes Aragorn to claim his kingship, to unite men. He empowers others. He gives Éowyn the courage to defy her cage. Even in the darkest hour, his words echo in Sam's mind in the dead lands of Mordor. There's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for. Gandalf's power was a seed. He planted it in the heart of a hobbit in the Hogue, in the heart of a king in exile, in the heart of a dying Rohan. And then he let it grow. He couldn't force it to grow. That was the one thing he couldn't do. But this raises a second, more haunting conflict. If Gandalf's true power was in his restraint, what about the other Maiar? What about the enigmatic being in the old forest who is utterly unaffected by the ring, who treats it as a mere trinket? Many fans theorize Tom is a Maiar, or something even older. And here's the terrifying contrast. Tom has power, immense power, but he is utterly disinterested. He has no mission. He is a closed circle. Gandalf has a mission, and his power is defined by its limits. Tom represents a different kind of forbidden path, complete detachment. If Gandalf had chosen Tom's path, Middle-earth would have fallen. His restraint was active, engaged, and painful. It required him to be present at the breaking of the world, to care deeply, and to still hold back his full might. So let's connect the dots. From his arrival in the Foast to cheer up, to his final farewell at the Grey Havens, every action fits the pattern. He didn't kill the Blute with a thought. He fought it to mutual destruction. He didn't command. He tried to reason with him and failed. He didn't take the ring. He sent hobbits on an impossible quest. And suddenly, it all makes sense. The wizards weren't sent to be heroes. They were sent to make heroes. And Gandalf was the only one who remembered that. The climax, the most intense truth is this: the single most powerful being on the side of good in the War of the Ring won by choosing to be weak. He won by dying. He won by trusting a gardener from the Shire more than he trusted his own ancient spirit. He won by riding to Not as a god-king to save the day, but as an old man in white to rally the defenders who had to save themselves. His victory was the victory of Theoden's charge, of Éowyn's sword, of Aragorn's leadership, of Sam's loyalty, and of Frodo's endurance. He was the catalyst, the flame. But the fire that burned down Sauron was lit in the hearts of others. That was his design. That was his only allowed magic trick. So, what was Gandalf's true nature, power, and mission? He was a spirit of fire and wisdom, sent into the world of flesh with chains on his might. His power was real, but its purpose was defense, inspiration, and sacrifice, never dominion. His mission was not to defeat Sauron, but to make Sauron's defeat possible by the hands of the children of Ilúvatar. He was the guide in the shadows, the kindler of hope, the one who believed in second breakfasts and the courage of hobbits when all the wisdom of the wise had failed. And in the end, his greatest achievement was that when he sailed into the West, he left behind a Middle-earth that didn't need him anymore. If this deep dive into the heart of Middle-earth's most beloved wizard changed how you see his story, then you understand the true magic of Tolkien. It's not about the power to destroy mountains, but the power to inspire a single person to take one more step. If you want more explorations like this into the mysteries of Hoag's power, the true tragedy of Hoag, or the ancient secrets of Hoag, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. Let me know in the comments, what character's hidden truth should we uncover next? Until then, remember, even the smallest spark can ignite the fires of dawn. Farewell, and may your own journey be guided by wise, if seemingly foolish, lights.